Hey guys, so as you could probably already tell, I am in a hotel. I've been in this hotel for 7 days. I will continue to be in this room for the next 7 days. Why? Because I am in quarantine, specifically in Tokyo, Japan. I'm currently residing at the Keio Plaza Hotel, and I swear I could not ask for a better hotel to quarantine in. It has been so comfortable. I've been very lucky, pretty much to even just get this type of room and service and the space that I usually would not get in other Japanese hotels. I'm just gonna give you a quick tour of my hotel room, how I've set it up to get comfy for the next 14 days when I first arrived, and how I've been using the space since. And that's it, let's get started. Okay, so when you first enter the room, you are greeted with this small little walkway, and to our right, we have the body mirror. Once we turn left, you'll see that the walkway will enter into the main room, but we'll get to that. First, we're gonna be turning right where we have the bathroom. They have amazing amenities. We have the closet and we have a vanity. Not all the rooms in this hotel are like this. I really got lucky getting a corner room, which is larger than the other rooms and also have things like a vanity. So I was very lucky, very, very lucky. And what better way to remind us that we're in Japan if not for a bidet? Toilet seat is always warm, and it like activates like a water sound when you sit on it, which I think is supposed to drown out the sound of you doing your own business. I'm not really a big fan of that because, you know, yeah, but either way, it's definitely a monster of its own creation. And here we have the bathroom counter with my stuff in a corner. Housekeeping just came in today. Housekeeping comes every 4 days instead of every day due to the Panera situation. I'm just gonna keep calling it Panera situation. You'll figure it out what it means. And as a result, they also provide amenities for the next couple 4 days. And so, for example, instead of just one box of tissues, you'll have two and everything like that. And a crud ton of towels, like 4 towels for 4 days. I don't know. I love the amenities here. Pretty much they have the typical shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and body lotion. I don't really use the body lotion because I have sensitive skin and I don't want to find out if it works well or not, if I already have my own materials that are pretty good. I love amenities in Japanese hotels because they always provide things that other hotels don't. Like, for example, they have scrunchies. This is so considerate. I don't know why more hotels have that. I mean, we have Q-tips, and then I think this is a makeup remover pad, but I'm not really sure. And there's that. Nice, let me stick those back in. This, I love this. This is a body towel. I'll show you what it looks like later. This is a hairbrush. It is amazing. Oh my God. I'm gonna like hoard, I'm low-key gonna hoard these. So they look like this, and they're foldable and they fold out. One side is a comb and the other side is a brush. Look at that. It's so simple. I wish more places had this. It's amazing. I'm totally taking it with me whenever I travel. It's so useful. And then we have the razor. I tried it out. The razor isn't very good, but it's okay. And it usually has like shaving cream and like after shaving cream. And then there's toothbrush as well with some toothpaste. I decided to try it out. I mean, that's why there's two toothbrushes here. I'm not living with anyone in this room, obviously. And it's pretty small. I mean, it's standard to get you to brush your teeth in case you forgot your toothbrush. Toothpaste kind of sucks. It looks like this. So I only tried it once and I didn't quite like it, but yeah, couldn't hurt. And then as for the body towel, this is what it looks like. It's like a net. It smells pretty earthy. I love it. I'm gonna take it home with me. And this is the best shower I've ever had. I'm pretty sure this shower is better than my shower at home or really any of the apartments I have lived in prior because so you can adjust the temperature right here, and then the power on this thing is insane. So I can turn it on the shower head or I could turn on for the bath, obviously. But I'm not kidding. Like, okay, let me show you. Oh my God, I hope I don't get wet. So this is like small amount, right? And I could just keep turning it up and it just gets, that thing's a monster, I swear. It's so powerful, and I love the versatility and the range that it has in terms of the power of that it provides. Way better than any hotel shower I've had. And this, you can move this up and down to fit your height for the shower, which I love. And of course, because Japan has a kind of bath culture, you know, you just use this black thing, this black ball, to plug it in the drain and then just have a relaxing bath. It's amazing. I love it. And the crazy thing is, I'm usually not the type of person to take a bath, but when I did and I got out of the bath, I would just immediately go to my bed and knock out. It's great. And you know, with most Japanese bathrooms, the floor is made of like a tile flooring and a drain for water, so you can get this whole area wet if you want to. I mean, I don't, but you could. And this is the bathroom, and I totally love it. And then obviously the vanity. I usually use this area actually more like a temporary kitchen. Like I have my hot water. That's just some laundry detergent in case I need to wash some small things. Obviously I don't drain any food down there, that'd be really bad. But I low-key drain like small particles of food and flush it down the toilet if I can. If not, obviously I would just throw it away normally. I'm not a barbarian. And then here's the closet, but it has some clothes I'm currently drying from doing some laundry, so I'll just keep that closed. And then now we're going through the hallway. There is an area where you can put your luggage and kind of easily open it and close it. Housekeeping just came in. They redid my bed. The little brown thing is just my own cute pillow that I brought from home in case I didn't like any of the hotel or apartment pillows. Let me tell you, they are so precise when it comes to making the bed. I just see the way that they like fluff the pillows and take their time just putting the sheets in. It's amazing. This is the living area that I spend the most time in. It's so spacious. I usually walk around a lot and exercise, and especially over here, I kind of do some of my workouts. I decide to use that as my lounge area, obviously sleep only, and then designate this as my work corner. If there's anything I learned during quarantine, you know, back in the States, is that it's important to try to create different mental areas so your body knows whether to work or rest and kind of oscillate between 3 or 4. Love watching TV. My favorite channel currently is the MTV channel where they actually only play music. It's amazing. And oh, and below the TV is my other favorite places, okay? So down in these drawers, I put my laundry. We're not gonna look at that. And here's my little refrigerator. I really stocked up. All of these juices come from our lunches. I'll probably show you some pictures. And then some of these we get from our kiosk. For us from the JET program who are quarantining, we take up like whole floors of one wing of the hotel, and they created like a little fake konbini for us, like a convenience store, but we just call it the kiosk, where we can buy some snacks and drinks and food. And so when it comes to buying those snacks and drinks and food, I put them here. I kind of made this my makeshift pantry. Usually it has only these cups, but this is the pantry now. And then, oh, this is an air purifier. I think this is just for Panera Bread times. I don't know if it's always been there. And then over here, I kind of use this drawer as my little utensil drawer and all my books and studying textbooks. Something I also really looked out on is getting a room with a pretty good view. I know some friends who got like a view of an office building straight, but here we have a view of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, this whole thing, I think. And in the distance, I have kind of like a view of the skyline of the rest of the city. And actually, on the day after a typhoon, the skies were so clear, no clouds, that far, far away beyond the mountains, like you could actually see Mount Fuji. Let me see if I can kind of pop up a video clip of that from my Instagram.
Good, fantastic morning, everyone. It is currently 7:45 a.m. here in Tokyo, Japan, and today is a special day. We are heading out of quarantine. There's a lovely clear sky that we are greeted with Mount Fuji in the distance, which doesn't happen every day. Yesterday and the day before, it was very cloudy and foggy, so that's perfect.
What my typical day during quarantine looks like is that I typically wake up really early, around 6:30 or 7. Thanks to jet lag, I am now an early riser and I fall asleep really early too. It's amazing. My sleep schedule is cured. For how long, I don't know. But the only reason why I've been able to wake up early each time too is because I typically bring breakfast around 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. in that time range. And if you miss picking it up after a while, they will take it away. So I'm like, I gotta wake up for my breakfast. It's literally one of the only reasons I wake up every day on time. I really appreciate the meals a lot more than I expected. Each lunch is a bento of like a variety of foods. They were actually able to keep variety for about a week, and now that the new week has started, I'm starting to see repeat meals, which is perfectly fine because, you know, eating it like a second time around is pretty straightforward. Some of the meals I like, some of the meals didn't really taste as good, but that's just a personal preference thing. Overall, like, I think that the food they give us is pretty balanced and a variety, and I can't complain about it. It's pretty good, except for the fact that there's no microwave here and they always bring the bentos cold. And according to my Japanese friend, it's actually really normal for the Japanese to eat their bentos cold. Aside from meals, I don't know how they do this for other travelers, but for the program that I'm with, every day I go upstairs to like their mini office and get my temperature checked to make sure that I don't have a fever or anything like that. And then we also have an app that we have to download on our phones. Usually, I know a lot of travelers have to download it on their personal phone, but because I'm part of the program, they gave us a phone to use for the 14 days, and it has 3 apps downloaded. They have the My SOS app, some kind of COVID tracing app, and then the third is like Zoom. I never use the Zoom on that thing, and I don't even use the COVID tracing app that much either. The one app that I use the most every day is the My SOS app. The reason being is because they send a notification to me like 3 times a day. One notification is to ask me about my health condition. Do I have a fever? Do I have any symptoms? And I click no each time, because I don't have any. The second one is a check-in where I just click like I'm here, and then they'll send my location to whoever runs the app to make sure that I am in my hotel and like nowhere else. And then the last one is like the most awkward one. And this is like not in any particular order. I didn't really pay attention to like what order these notifications come in. But the third way that they check that we're in our hotel is that they'll call us. There's no one on the other side, but they just want you to record that you're in the room, like show your face and that you're in a hotel room. So that's how my morning usually goes. Some checking, some notifications, and in between all of that, I might watch some Japanese TV because I think it's really good to immerse myself in the language some more as practice. I typically spend morning and afternoon just doing my orientation training materials, and then after that I'll usually work out for about 40 minutes, kind of do like a no jumping, low impact, no equipment, HIIT exercise off of YouTube. And then from there, if I'm watching TV or anything else, I'm kind of just jogging in place to get some exercise in. And then if I have extra time, I might just like slowly stretch. After that, I have dinner, and then after that, I usually watch a show, relax, video call some friends and family, kind of post on my Instagram stories about my day. That's about it. I usually sleep around like 9 or 10 p.m. That's how I can wake up so early, and it's just been amazing getting all of this sleep. And the first couple of days, it was really hard because the thing with jet lag is right when you arrive in your new country, you don't want to sleep until the actual bedtime of that country. That is like the best way to get over jet lag quickly, because if you mess up your sleep schedule the first night, you are jet lagged for like the next 2 weeks in a foreign country. I think that's like the main thing I learned with travel. So luckily I did arrive around midnight at the hotel when I first got here, so I immediately knocked out. Woke up in the morning, it was great. But I could definitely tell the first 2-3 days my body was still very confused of why I was awake when I'm supposed to be asleep and why I'm asleep when I'm supposed to be awake. So even though I was awake throughout the day, I could not think straight. I had a hard time paying attention to the training material, and I just felt like a zombie. It was weird because I was awake but not awake. Luckily that eventually went away as the week went by, and now I feel like I've pretty much assimilated to the schedule of the sun. It's currently October 3rd, and literally in my first week here, I've already experienced a small earthquake. I saw a typhoon pass us by. I mean, luckily we weren't in the eye of the typhoon. We were kind of at the periphery of it. And then I saw a crazy thunderstorm with like amazing lightning. I've never seen this much lightning in my life. So they weren't kidding that Japan is a country that experiences a lot of natural disasters. So during our orientation training, something that they really emphasized is once we leave the hotel and we get to our placements, that we learn about what their disaster procedures are for that area, and also to create our own disaster preparedness kit, because you never know when a disaster strikes, and in comparison to living in Los Angeles, it happens a lot more frequently here than anywhere else that I know so far. So that's good to know. I'm a little kind of nervous about that, but it'll be okay. I'll get through it, I guess. And so that's what a typical day in my hotel room looks like. And I also wanted to share this really nice view of the Tokyo skyline at night, shown from a different point of view of the hotel. This was during the designated social 15 minutes that we got to have like once a week. But yeah, that's it guys. Please enjoy the view and see you guys in the next video.